Hello and welcome guys to a new episode on SportPredictorFanatic. Today we're going to predict the round 7 matchups that are going to be played this weekend in the Eredivisie. Of course, we're first going to do the prediction of all the matches, and then we're going to get into the betting part. Let's just go. We're first going to start with the first matchup, which is Heracles against Heerenveen. Heracles are on 6 points after 6 games, and with that are shared 12th. Last weekend, Heracles won 2-1 with a fast start, being 2-0 up against NEC in 13 minutes, which was actually pretty mental. Heerenveen are on 7 points after 6 games, and with that are shared 9th. Last weekend, they did win their biggest matchup of the year against their rivals Groningen with 2-1, which was of course made a little bit easier with 2 red cards for Groningen from the 60th minute or something. But yeah, you have to win those. Last season, Heracles and Heerenveen played each other twice, with Heerenveen winning both matchups. And even going a little bit further back, they won all 4 of the last matches against each other, Heerenveen. I think Heerenveen also have the stronger team here, although they are struggling a little bit this season under Van Persie, but I think this weekend they will get the win, as they were of course helped with a confidence boost last weekend against Groningen. So I'm going for a Heerenveen win. Then we have Willem II of course against PSV. Willem II are on 8 points after 6 games, and with that are 8th. Last weekend they lost 3-2 against Utrecht. PSV are on 18 points after 6 games, and with that are perfect in the Eredivisie. Of course, in the Champions League last week they did lose against Juventus. But of course, last weekend they did get a win in the Eredivisie, as said, 3-1 against Fortuna Sittard. The last time Willem II and PSV played each other was in 2022, where PSV won. And the last time actually Willem II played at home against PSV, Willem II actually won, which is not what you expect. But what I do expect is PSV to win this matchup. So I think it will be quite easy. So I'm going for PSV right here. Then we have NEC Nijmegen against Feyenoord. NEC are on 6 points after 6 games, and with that are shared 12th. NEC have lost last 2 weeks, and with, of course, last weekend that lost with 2-1 against Heracles. Feyenoord are on 9 points after 5 games, and with that are shared 5th. Last weekend they lost in the Champions League, of course, against Leverkusen with 4-0, but last weekend came back with a win in the Eredivisie with 2-0 over NAC Breda. Last season, NEC and Feyenoord played each other 3 times, with in the Eredivisie Feyenoord winning away. Then at home it was a draw, but in the cup they played in the final against each other, which was of course really important for both teams. But Feyenoord ended up winning that one with 1-0. And actually the last time NEC won this matchup against Feyenoord in 90 minutes was in 2015. Since then 8 wins for Feyenoord and 3 draws. I think Feyenoord have the better team here, and I think because of NEC having a pretty bad form at the moment, I think Feyenoord will get the win quite alright right there. Then we have Sparta Rotterdam against Fortuna Sittard. Sparta are on 9 points after 6 games, and with that are shared 5th. While last weekend they did also get a win with 2-1 against RKC. Sittard are on 6 points after 6 games, and with that are shared 12th. Sittard won the first 2 games, but has lost the last 4 games. Last weekend they of course did lose against PSV with 3-1. Last season Sparta and Sittard played each other twice, with Sparta winning both matchups, and I think Sparta do have the better team here, as they have been playing better, and of course coming the last few matches, which were of course lost by Sittard, I think Sparta will get the W right there. Then we have a PEC Zwolle against Almere. PEC are on 4 points after 6 games, and with that are 16th. Last weekend, Zwolle lost against AZ with 2-1, which of course is no shame. Almere are on 2 points after 6 games, and with that are 17th. Last weekend, they lost 5-0 against Twente. Last season, PEC and Almere have played each other twice, with both times actually the away team winning. I think both teams at the minute are quite equal, and the form is quite equal as well. Because of that, I'm actually going to go for a draw here. Then we have Twente against NAC Breda. Twente are on 11 points after 6 matches, and with that are 4th in the Eredivisie. Twente has won their last 2 Eredivisie games, with last weekend a win of 5-0 against Almere. And of course, earlier this week, got a draw in the Europa League against Manchester United. Not just any team, Manchester United. So yeah, that was really cool to see. NAC are on 6 points after 6 matches, and with that are shared 12th. Last weekend they lost 2-0 against Feyenoord, which is of course not a real shame. And actually the last time Twente and NAC have played each other was in 2018, where it actually ended up to be a draw. The last time NAC won this matchup was in 2010. Since then, 6 wins for Twente and 5 draws. And actually the last time NAC won away at Twente was in 2007. Since then, 7 wins at home for Twente and 5 draws. Because of that, and just the fact that I think Twente do have the better team, have the better form at the moment, have the better morale at the moment, I think Twente are going to get this W. Then we have Groningen against Go Ahead Eagles. Groningen are on 9 points after 6 games, and with that are shared 5th. Last weekend, they did, of course, lose against their rivals with 2-1 against Heerenveen, which, of course, wasn't helped by the 2 red cards. Well, Go Ahead Eagles are on 7 points after 6 games, and with that are shared 9th. Go Ahead Eagles drew last weekend with 1-1 against Ajax. The last time Groningen and Go Ahead Eagles played each other was in 2023, where it ended up in a draw. The last time Go Ahead Eagles won this matchup was in 1999. Like that long ago. Since then, 9 wins for Groningen and 3 draws. I think Groningen are the worst team, but they are in a better form. Actually, because of that, I'm going to go for a draw. Then we have RKC Waalwijk against Ajax. RKC are on 0 points after 6 games, and with that are of course lost. Last weekend, they did, of course, lose with 2-1 against Sparta. Ajax are on 7 points after 4 games, only 4 games, and with that are shared 9th. Ajax last weekend drew against Go Ahead Eagles, but performed good earlier this week with a 4-0 against Besiktas in the Europa League. Last season, RKC and Ajax played each other twice, with Ajax winning both matches, and are on a 12 match winning streak against RKC, which is of course not bad. And we have to go like way further back to even like go to RKC's last win against Ajax. This was 37 matches ago. 37. I think with that said, and just the form of these teams at the moment, I think Ajax will get a pretty easy win right there. Then we have AZ Alkmaar against FC Utrecht. AZ are on 16 points after 6 games, and with that are second. The last 3 Eredivisie games have been won by them, with last weekend a win of 2-1 over PEC Zwolle. Earlier this week, they also won their first match in the Europa League with 3-2 against Aalsborg. With that, AZ are actually still unbeaten this season. Utrecht are on 13 points after 5 games, and with that are 3rd in the league. The last 3 games were won by them, with last weekend Utrecht actually got a win against Willem II with 3-2. And with that said, Utrecht are also still unbeaten this season. Last season, AZ and Utrecht played each other twice, with both matches actually ending in a draw. And actually all 4 of the last matches ended in a draw after 90 minutes. And I think this will once again be a really close matchups, as they are both in form at the moment. But I think AZ do have the better team here. They're playing at home, so because of that, I'm going to go for a AZ win. With that, we've predicted all the matches. So let's get into the betting part. I'm going to be betting on 5 matches. The 5 matches are Heerenveen to win their matchup. The odds for that is 2.48. Sparta to win their matchup. The odds for that is 1.81. PEC against Almere to be a draw. The odds for that is 3.65. Groningen against Go Ahead Eagles to be a draw. The odds for that is 3.70. And AZ to win their matchup. The odds for that is 1.66. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do my basic betting strategy. Use 50, use the doubles and the trebles. €10 on the whole thing. So €5 on doubles, €5 on the trebles. With that, hope I can get some profit. But yeah, I actually would like to hear what you guys think of these predictions. So yeah, please let me know. But for now, I want to thank y'all for watching. Please have a great day, and I will see ya.